Yo, what up gamers, I'm Dark, a Master Tier ADC main, and you're watching my ZERI ADC guide. ZERI is one of the most powerful ADCs in the right hands, and one of the hardest ADCs to master, making her one of the best ADCs to one-trick. Make sure to subscribe for more guides and the best educational ADC content on YouTube. The main thing you need to understand about ZERI is that because her Q basically replaces her auto attack, it makes her auto attacks entirely reliant on accuracy, and that's not just in terms of like actually being able to land it and deal damage, but it's also possible for you to only partially hit your Q and you only hit a target for like half damage. The more accurate you are, the more likely you will hit an opponent with the entirety of your Q, and you won't have like part of the shot going off to the side and only part of it hitting them. The more accurate you are, the more damage you will actually deal. It's very an understated thing about ZERI. A lot of people like don't put too much thought into the accuracy so long as it's gonna at least like hit the opponent. But it's actually very important that you're hitting them in a way where your Q is like hitting the center of your Q is just hitting the opponent, not just like the side of it, because only then can you actually deal full damage. Of course, with the Q you basically get a lot of range as well, so it's very important to be able to use that to harass as much as you can. Because of that, it's very nice to be able to get the push against the opponents where you don't have much minimum block covering you, so you can just really hit the opponents. For that you need to obviously clear the waves, so this empowered W through the wall helps a lot with that. So one thing you also need to understand about ZERI, because of her new W, especially the way it crits and deals extra damage this way, she's actually much stronger on blue side than on red side, unfortunately. So as you can see, here I'm just able to angle my W through the wall to harass the enemies. However, it's actually really obvious, the enemies shouldn't really be falling for that. The way you have to angle yourself to actually hit the enemies is, it's really awkward, you have to go really far out of the way. You just don't have the ability to harass the enemies as easily as if you were on blue side, where you can get onto the wall from a much better angle, and you're even out of sight from the enemies, which is more important. They won't see it coming. However, there we go. Actually able to land another W at the center there. It's very good to be able to combine with your W with your support CC whenever possible. Even if you can't do it through the wall. I mean, in that situation, through the wall was the only possibility for me to even hit it. But in general, whether it's going to be through the wall or just a regular W, it does a lot of damage either way. And your support hitting a CC is just a free opportunity to land that. Just as long as you don't have anything blocking the opponents. Okay, I'm going to go place a ward right now. Yes, I mean, as you can see, like, from where I'm standing from here, it's like really awkward to try and hit a W on them. It's possible, but I need them to be standing like further up in the lane rather than down, or otherwise it's just not going to be possible at all. I'm also in plain sight, so it's very awkward. Okay, I'm going to pop the ghost here. Hopefully I can maybe get Ezreal there. Nah, never mind. Yeah, so we're running the ghost here instead of a combat summoner because Janna wanted to run heal. And I figured I wanted to try out the ghost here instead of like exhaust or barrier. Both are pretty decent on ZERI, especially the barrier is not too used on her, but it's pretty good because it parks your passive, so it gives you movement speed. However, the ghost is also very good with her because it just naturally synergizes very well with her playstyle, where you want to stick onto the enemies with your ultimate and keep the ultimate stacked. So ghost really helps with that and just makes you better at the exact thing you're meant to do. Trying to call for a Lee Sin gank here, but I don't think it's happening. Okay. Thought we could maybe choose something there. I think if Lee Sin came here especially, that was going to be super free, but oh well. Yeah, you see the lane is really pushed towards the enemies and Lee Sin was bot side. It was a little troll that he didn't go for this. When did she get in that brush? What? I never saw any sign of her. So while they're focusing Janna, I'm going to try and put out some damage onto the enemies here. Nice, and that's going to result in the kill on Ezreal. I'm keep going a little bit aggressive here, but I'm going to have to flash out. I think I probably could have tanked like one more auto, but I don't know when Senna has cooldowns back up. I don't really want to risk much there. Or if Talia were to flash on me as well, just an auto attack combined with another Senna auto attack would kill me too. Shema didn't get to get a kill. Okay, that was really great of me to go for that cannon. She could have killed me there if she could. I didn't expect her to actually want to stick around for this, because she also has no idea where Lee is because he didn't actually show himself. She's so low. Okay, now I can actually farm, thank god. Guess she now finally realizes that the possibility of a Lee gank is a thing. Oh. Damn. Well, that blows. Oh well. At least I got a lot of XP there. Only some gold, but the XP alone might have just made that worth it to overstay there. Well, stay there at least. Wasn't really an overstay if it was worth it. Oh, I can't use my E here.
Grandma said, never back down from a fight. Bless that woman.
Yeah, so anyway, on our back, we've gone back for the Noon Quiver.
Must be perfect, but life never is.
I think these days they kind of decrease the base damage of your Q, so it's probably not really worth to rush Berserkers as much anymore. At least it doesn't feel too good to me anymore. Oh, gonna be able to go aggressive here actually, since they didn't notice I hit ult, or hit 6. Okay, there we go. Oh, come on. I'm gonna block my W. Okay, I'm gonna pop the ghost here. Okay, nice. Ultima run out, but that's fine. With the ghost, I'm still able to chase them down pretty easily. Okay, we're gonna be able to put a lot of damage on this turret. Zeri's actually a lot better at executing turrets than she is at hitting them full HP. Because her passive does a lot more damage against low HP targets, and the targets obviously don't get to low HP until, you know, quite a bit later into their lifespan. You can also try and use your W to wave clear, as you see there. If you ever just find yourself in a spot where it's not too out of the way to just place your W onto a wall, then that's a lot better than using your W to wave clear without doing the AoE. Doesn't do any extra damage to the minions from critting, it just doesn't crit minions. But it does, you know, the AoE does help a lot with wave clearing. So now we're going to grab the Berserkers now that we have some AD. Figured it was better than grabbing whatever shield bow components I could at that point.
No one catches me, except for my aunt. Man, I can't get anything past her.
Damn, I was just trying to help him with the Grump. Didn't expect the smite. Could have stolen that. Okay, there should be a free kill in Talia here, I think. Yep. Really desperate flash from her. No point doing that. Nice, and just barely pulling off the angle onto the minions here to less hit them. Yeah, so unfortunately, there's no angle for me to W the minions here. So if I want to wave clear, it's just going to be the regular way with autos. Or Qs to be more specific. Okay, I should be able to jump in here and do some damage. Probably get some kills. This Ezreal should have eaten away so much sooner. Okay, nice. Just going to use my... what was left of my ultimate duration just to clear that wave. Makes clearing the wave much faster. Okay, so now we start dealing a lot more damage to the turret. You see that now my passive is dealing 26 damage. So by weaving in your autos, your actual autos, along with your Qs, just able to do some hefty turret damage. Gonna be able to finish that off pretty fast. I may as well just base here, spend what little gold I've got. Not gonna be able to get my mythic yet, but the components alone should be worth it. No point going for a refillable at this point. It's just too late into the game to be worth it. I would have to sell it too soon. Plus, considering I got a Vamp Scepter anyway, I don't have too much need for sustain at this point. Okay, so at this point, gonna go top. If Diana will let me. There's plenty of time to her to go to bot if she wants to. Okay, I guess she just wants to try and bait. So I was actually going to do the red, but I'll just go to top here and see if I can be here in time to gank the Yone if anything happens. Okay, nice. Diana doesn't have ult here, so she's going to be a little bit careful. Oh, this could be very bad. Okay. Shima didn't have my ultimate from the start. Okay, still able to pick up 1 kill at least. Maybe 2. Alright, perfect. Yep, that worked out pretty well. I don't know. I guess the enemy bot lane was freezing, but should have started pushing ages ago. Now Diana has plenty of time to get the bot lane and not miss any farm. Even though she took a while to go to bot after I initiated the swap. Actually, she will miss some farm, but still. At least they don't get much time to pressure the turret. Okay, so now with the Lee Sin Herald, hopefully you're just gonna be able to pick up this turret. Yep, that's just gonna be a free turret. So that was very fast. I was not really expecting to be able to get every single plating on top lane here. Granted, I shared with Lee, but still pretty good. Kind of want to try and pressure the Yone off of the Herald here, but it's hard to hit him through the minions. Still, I should be pretty safe here. I don't have to be too afraid of him. Of course, one advantage of ZERI is that you can just pretty much, you know, we're just going to pretend that her Qs are autos, right? Because they functionally are. So you can basically just auto people who are in Fog of War. Whether in brushes or just like through a wall or something. You don't need vision to hit people, which is really good. You just need to have a vague idea of where they are. Hopefully Lee gets away there. But definitely don't want to put off getting my mythic here. I've got a lot of gold to spend. We'll just go back bot at this point. Diana's dead anyway, and there's this wave I need to catch. It's good also if we can just prevent Ezreal from getting this turret. I'm just gonna E through here, save myself a lot of time getting into lane. I won't be able to use my E now to like try and jump on Ezreal, but with any luck I wouldn't have needed it anyway. Yeah, it looks like he was just gonna get away either way. Well, maybe I can just get them here. Well, my E is just barely not up in time, but hopefully gonna be able to get the Zenna here. Yeah, I don't even need to ult here. I mean, you can see my QX here is so bad. Oh shit. This is because I don't even play ZERI that much. If I played a lot more ZERI, I would be a lot more accurate with the Qs and just deal a lot more damage. That's why a really good ZERI is just really, really scary. Like, even when this champion has a terrible win rate in solo queue, I still think she's pretty decent. She's just really, really hard to get the most out of her. That is incredibly unlucky that didn't kill Victor. What? That was even such a good play from me. That deserved the kill, man. Also, another important thing to understand about ZERI is that the way her Q works, it's actually a pretty long range ability, but because during the travel time, there's time for enemies to either move away or move to it or stand still. So you got like medium range against targets that are standing still, low range against targets that are moving away from her, and really, really high range against targets that are moving towards her. Right? This is all because of the time that Q spends traveling. This is time that they can either spend walking away from you or moving to you. This basically functionally extends the range of the ability. So depending on the situation, you know, she can be really high range, or she can be relative, like she can be like Ashe range, or she can be Kog'Maw range, pretty much. Well, you know, Sivir is a better comparison. I meant Kog'Maw without the W. I don't know why my mind jumped to Kog'Maw instead of Sivir. Nice, yeah. And yeah, so when a target is moving towards you, for example, I guess it could be compared to like Jinx. I don't know the exact ranges, by the way. This is just me eyeballing it. Obviously, it also depends on the target's movement speed, so it's not an exact science. Oh. I can't afford to tank this turret. Okay, here we can do something. Oh. I was expecting to ult in and just wreck everybody, but Victor already died and I didn't need ult to kill Senna, so I guess we'll just hold on to that. Oh, I thought she would end up on my end, man. See what we can do here. Try and dodge this Yone Q. Oh, thought that wouldn't even reach. Okay, we got her. Looking pretty dead here. That's okay. At least we got some kills. Damn. Oh well. Anyway, as for the build, haven't talked about that yet, sorry. Going for the shield bow, it's just the one that makes the most sense on ZERI. You don't deal too much damage, you need to deal a lot more damage over time rather than immediately, and for that you need to survive long, so shield bow is just what makes the most sense on her. She does love movement speed, so Gale Force for the mythic passive would feel like it would make a lot of sense, but I think shield bow is just pretty much your only option at the moment since the Kraken nerf. Then after that, went for the Phantom Dancer. It just helps you stick onto targets. Again, it synergizes really well with that whole sticking onto people thing you got with your ultimate, where you just want to keep up the stacks. So previously people were using Essence Reaver, but you know, after the whole changes where she doesn't deal as much base damage and is a lot more like reliant on actually like doing auto attack damage, I feel like Essence Reaver is not quite as good, and there's a lot more value in Phantom Dancer now, as well as, you know, just cripples in general. So obviously next we're going to go for the Infinity Edge. No, there's no point going for the Titanic Hydra, especially if we don't have Runehands. Runehands is a viable second item on ZERI over Phantom Dancer if you prefer that. Doesn't give quite as much movement speed, but it does still give some movement speed. But I just think Phantom Dancer is a lot better. Okay, you're going to be able to sneak the red here. Oh, actually I was hitting the control ward, but yep, red's still here. Oh, what did I just see, man? Should be able to dash in here. See, these kind of flanks is exactly why you love shield bow and ZERI. Okay, they didn't even hit me. But in theory, imagine if they did hit me and I was just too tanky to kill, you know? That's why you want that. Alright, nice. We're just able to maintain the ultimate here. Gonna be able to, well, not chase him because he's not running. But if he had tried to run, it would have been futile. Ugh. So what you can do, by the way, is you can build Titanic Hydra as a late game item if you want. You can do it like 6th item maybe. Maybe even 5th if you just want to be really tanky. But there's definitely a lot more value to just building damage on ZERI now compared to just building tankiness. Okay, should be able to clear one more wave here before I base for Infinity Edge. I could base already, obviously, but if I do that, no guarantee anybody gets this wave, so. Just don't want to let that wave go to waste. Yeah, no point committing here since I don't have ult. Oh shit. Okay. Nice, okay. That turret just annihilated Ezreal, I guess. It's not... Ooh, oh wow, that killed him. Yeah, it's not too hard to dodge the Ezreal Qs when you're moving as fast as you do with ZERI ult. Alright, my ultimate is probably just gonna die here. Oh. Thought she was gonna throw something at me. Oh well. Goose came in pretty clutch there. The move speed was really useful throughout that fight. Both to escape the Yone, get out of his auto attack range, and also just to make my movement really hard to predict for Ezreal. Oh my god. And of course, Zeri's natural synergy with tankiness, where you need to survive a long time in order to do some damage in a fight. It's also why you want to go resolve secondary here, instead of like the sorcery as you would with other ADCs. Just gonna try and time my Q a bit so I can get more wave out of it. Spacing out the Qs, I mean. Okay, hopefully we should be able to get Yone here. Or maybe not. Oh, although maybe I can just go aggressive on these guys. Oh, come on. Oh, I thought Ezreal would be there. That's a whoopsie. Oh man, can't even see if Senna was low or not. Obviously another big advantage of ZERI Q, I forgot to mention, is you can hit targets that are in stealth. So whether that's like unrevealable stealths like Kha'Zix's Q, or sorry, Kha'Zix's ult or Shaco Q, or whether it's camouflages like Twitch stealth, Evelyn stealth, Senna stealth. Either way, you can still hit them, just as long as you, again, have a vague idea of where they are. Which obviously with Senna is pretty easy. Just gonna go for the Raptors here. I don't think, oh, there's an enemy there. I don't think Lee really needs my help for the Drake there. Just want to deny some camps. It's a very good thing to do when you have a lead. Just deny gold and XP from the enemies. So I'm gonna get the blue here. I could use it better than Lee. Valkos could take it too, but I mean, I'm already low on mana. I suppose I could have based, but... Try and gank Ezreal here. It's pretty overextended. Yeah, he really does not realize the danger he's in, goddamn. Oh, wow. Nice, there we go. So there's a red I could take, but we want to take this wave first. It would be a huge waste to let this wave die here. There we go. Now we can go for the red. Like I may as well just go for the golems as well, and just shove in that top wave as well. It's really more about the top wave, and while I'm here I may as well just clear out the golems as well. I don't actually want to pick up the Lord Dominic's here. They don't really have that much armor, and so much of Zeri's damage is magic damage anyway from her ultimate. So I'm just gonna go for the Renans instead here.
Run fast, charge up, shoot the bad guy. Easy enough.
The movement speed will be pretty nice. It's actually a pretty underrated stat from all the ZL items. Nobody ever really considers the movement speed when they're talking about whether they're worth building or not. And Zeri definitely loves that movement speed. In fact, I probably only got the victor there thanks to that movement speed. But aggressive. I'm actually pretty safe here, actually. Come on, just hit the Ezreal. There we go. So you can see just how nicely the Ghost actually fits into this playstyle. You end up super fast, and if it helps you get like even one more Q during your ultimate, to just help extend that ultimate duration, I mean, the value of that can just be like astronomical. I don't know if it's the best summoner, but I think it's definitely the best if your support is going to be running heal. If your support is running ignite, then maybe you'd rather just run heal yourself. Oh wow. Okay. I think that guy could have killed me. I'm sure he didn't have to go. Actually, maybe he did run out of Z. Maybe kill him, but we have to be very careful. There we go. Nice one. Let's win the life still a bit, then maybe I can go in on them one last time. With the ultimate. Alright, here we go. Just look at that damage. There we go, and we get to live. Alright, that's it for my ZERI guide. I hope you guys found this helpful. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more guides like this in the future, guys. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Later, gamers.